Hello and welcome back. My name is Ralph Cabrera and I'm here to show you how to draw Conan. Now, I like to start off with a quick sketch of the head, trying to put the body in center line. Just trying to make sure that everything fits in here. My deltoids. Just basically just blocking in. This would be Conan on top of a horse. Again, just basically just blocking in shapes. And let's see if we can get a horse in here. I may be going fairly quick, but I like to keep things as loose as I can. To those legs of the horse. There's the mount, and see if we can fit something of those hind legs in there. And of course, part of the tail. A horse wouldn't be a horse with all that mane. So let's pop him in. Make sure we have the ears and we have the eyes. Everything else is really just kind of like anatomy. All right, let's see. Okay, I think we're good. And let's start shaping him in there. Let me put a new layer. And I'm going to have to lower the opacity on this one just a tad. There we go. Now I can really see what I'm doing. And again, I'm just trying to keep it loose. I'm not really trying to make this a final piece or anything. It's just a way of you seeing how I think, how I approach these problems as that usually arise as you're drawing. Rib cage here. Conan's pretty strong, so you need something of a six-pack in there. All right, let's get to his legs. Part of his boot. And as you can tell, I'm putting a fair amount of anatomy in there. I always like to know where the muscles are going to lie. I'm not really worried about shading or anything at all like that, not for now. I'm more concerned with the basic structure, make sure that I have a good clean foundation to work on. As long as you keep it nice and loose, you shouldn't have any problems. Is there room for correction on this? Definite. By no means is this a perfect drawing. Let's give him some kind of sword here. Of course, Conan's always got all these gadgets around him. Sometimes he's got a necklace, so let's give him a necklace. Just by the flow of that necklace, you can tell that there's a lot of power going on. His thrust in this. And again, just trying to keep it loose. Conan's usually a bruiser, so he's had a few share fights. So I like to give him a broken nose. There we go. He's a mean guy, so definitely show that, make that come out. Some jaw lines. for my taste, his head's just a little too big. That's okay. I'd rather concentrate on the rest of the illustration, then I can tackle any problems that may arise. That's the beauty about working in Photoshop, working on something that's not paper. I don't have to redraw the whole thing, which is something that becomes time consuming after a while, especially if you have a tight deadline. There we go. Okay, mount. Yeah, I like to have a fairly good idea of where things are going to be, the way it's going to look. So, in under a minute, you'll notice that I'm just going to whip out a gray tone. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go at it and start adding my shadows. This way there's going to be less unnecessary drawing that'll be covered in shadows. And again, it's all for time. Okay, let's go back to this layer. Oops. Come on. There we go. And let's make it all white. Okay. Think I missed something there. Oh well. Let's go back to this one. Throw in a gray layer. Put under multiply. And let's just pick out a gray. Maybe a darker gray. B for brush again. And let's put something bigger. There we go. And I would like my light source to come from this side. So I'm going to be adding. And again, this is just for placement. I'm not too worried about if I go out of a line or anything at all. This is just for me to add shapes and see where I would like to add all my black tones to make this drawing pop out. It's usually the stuff there that's underneath from where the light source is. This tunic here is pretty dark, so let's add that. It's going to cast a shadow under his boot. Bottom part of the leg will be dark. And let's just focus on the horse a little bit here. Again, just whipping out shapes. No big deal. Keep it nice and loose. This one's receding, so it's definitely going to be darker. There we go. And bottom of the horse here, definitely going to be darker. In fact, let's just darken up that whole leg. Have that, and let's not forget Conan. Let's darken him up. And, oh, let's not forget the mane of the horse. And that's pretty much it. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for coming, and hope to see you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.